come
She's not
into that.
coming.
It's empty. So now
Eh,
they terminate. I don't see her all the way into 26. So I'm angry, like, yo. And I read the paper. I was left to die. I'm
Oh,
like I was left in a abandoned house. It's records. That's
that's how
publicly.
they.
That's I almost literally died. So for me, looking back um on it, I'm like, yo, I want answers. I'm angry because the
That's what I
paper I
wanted to
read.
ask you. Did you come at her like, okay, nice to
Listen,
meet you. I need some answers. What
listen, man.
happened?
So look, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and there are
Because
gonna
I
be.
want the tea. So yes, tell me the
I
truth.
gotta give you the tea. And look, with all respect to those that are closer to the situation, I'm so sorry, but I gotta tell the truth. So I get there, I'm angry, right? So I ain't gonna
Oh
lie to you.
wait, hold on. This is in person. This is not
This
on.
is in person,
Let me sit back.
right? So they
I'm
setting
ready.
it up. They setting it up, right? I'm like, all right, B, when we get there, we gonna get busy. Cause I'm angry. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that. Why was I left to die? Where was you at? Why you even get on drugs in the first place? Why this? Why that? Yo, you left me to this, that. Like, I have to. My main thing was I got all these talking points. Like my self identity was messed up. My relationships ain't going well because of you, right? I'm doing a whole blame game. I get there. She could barely put a sentence together. So the person I was angry at, the person that I have all this angst about, when I get there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. She can't even put a sentence together. She sees me, and with all respect, and this is, real, I got to be honest with you and the people at home. She doesn't really know who I am. She has no idea. They have to tell her that, like, yo, this is Brian. So imagine me looking at somebody who doesn't
Wow.
recognize me, who doesn't know me, because we don't recognize each other. They don't know who I am. And they're like, yo, hug her. What am I supposed to do to
What do
somebody that
you?
I don't know? And I got so much to say, and the person that I want to say this to
Can't even
can't
say
give
it.
me a good argument. I wanted a good argument. People
And she couldn't give it to you.
couldn't give it to me. Still to this day, I can't. None of my, and I'm not the only one. All of the siblings cannot get an answer, explanation, or any record of why. And I had to ride in that car home that night crying to myself, boo-hooing that all the anger, all the person that I wanted to give my anger to can't give it to. And all I heard God was saying, like, now you understood. Now you understand. You're angry at someone who can't even give you an argument or help you or explain to you what happened.
I am speechless. I'm
I was
speechless.
done.
I
I
know
was
because
done.
I'm done right now. So I can imagine
You can imagine.
how you
I was
felt in
like,
that moment. I
there was
am
nothing I could do. It was nothing. And
nothing.
then they want me to sit there and I get to see her again. They want me to sit there.
For what?
And I'm just in awe because I can never get the
Let me tell
answers.
you, and the only thing I can equate this to,
Mm.
it's one thing to meet, because for me at this point, I've met my birth mother and father.
Okay.
And I will say this, like, you just have this thing envision, this thing you make up in your head
Of what it's going to be like.
of what it's going to be like,
Mm-hmm.
what they're going to be like. And for both of them, they were none of that. So, but I wasn't angry. So I wasn't going there to be like how you were.
Right.
It was just, I had this thing that I had fantasized. So to not only have fantasized, but then to have all this, like, I hear like, I'm going to knock you out, LL Cool J in my head, right?
Yeah.
That kind of energy.
No, I got the rap music on in the car. I'm ready.
I'm aging myself, right?
Right.
And then to get there and be like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't do none of that.
Because it's going to make me look crazy at that point. Like,
Right.
she looks like the vulnerable victim. Like, I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, I can't get this off. Like, I'm being honest. I'm like, yo, I cannot. I was distraught. Ain't even a word. Still to
So
this day, I'm like,
that's what
nah.
and you went right where I was going. You're carrying it still.
Oh yeah, it never
So
goes away.
how do you and is your poetry a way to that's a release?
Well, listen. Unlike, I will say this, I'm not going to be disrespectful to others, but I have to keep it real.
Keep it a buck.
I'm a lot better than
A
my
lot of
counterpart
people.
because I was telling my girlfriend this too. Like, I don't live my life through the past that way anymore. Like, I'm grateful. Like, God is telling me, listen, do you see what? Do you want to go back? No,
Mm,
God, you know what? I met them. I love them. Yo, thank you so much. I'm glad I met you guys. Um, but I gotta go. I understand. I tell a lot of adoptees this. More than likely, you were adopted for a reason.
for sure. Hmm.
It ain't even. You could talk to them. No one wants to say it out loud, but let's not be honest. If it was that good, you would probably still be there. It wasn't. I'm so grateful my story went this way,
I have the
and I'm
same
happy every
testimony.
day. So when I wake up, yo, but your mom and yo, listen, I don't
It's
know what they're doing right now. God
right
bless them, but we're having a good time. We got
over
a good
here.
life. And we're gonna smile, and because my mom is real big on this, why I sit in the conference. We're not a victim.
Mm.
You don't live your life as a victim.
And it's a decision. It's a decision to be
It's a
happy.
decision. God
It's
has
a
blessed you.
decision.
Remember where you would. And my mom will tell me straight up. Remember where you could be at if it didn't go that way. See, a lot of people want to talk about, oh, I wish I had my mom. I wish. No, no, no.
Do you?
Do you really?
Do you? Because
You don't
you
want
know what? And
God. You don't want
sometimes,
God to give you a play out real fast. Like, this would have
yeah,
would happened if
see,
you would have.
right. And for those of us that know, because at this point, um, I know what it would have been had my birth mom kept me.
My God. No thanks.
No, thank you.
No thank you.
I'm
I know.
good.
Bless them, but
I
yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I always look at it like this too. I went back when it was time for me to go back
Right.
as a full grown adult, as a well established human being,
Mm.
someone that could handle whatever I found out. Because when you go do that, you don't know what's waiting for you on the other side.
Correct.
And in my case, both cases, it was a good outcome. But I understand what it could have been. So it's a decision
Mm.
to be like, you know what? Thank you, God. And I'm going to be happy right here because happiness is a decision,
Absolutely.
period.
That's it. And
That's
that's how I
it.
live it. And I look, I I love my adoptees friends. I love the communities. I tell them all the time though, but if you want me to be around in these groups and community, I live my life very happy. So if it's gonna be one of the sad, I can't.
We're
That's
not
not where
doing
I'm
it.
at.
We're not doing it.
I'm yeah, yeah.
I want, yeah,
I'm
everybody
past that. I'm not saying that I'm super healed, but as far as like you said, that happiness that I choose to live on, I take it
decision.
very serious. Don't even call
Right.
my phone before 12 o'clock with negativity. No.
It's a decision. And I can, your energy, and we're virtual, your
Mm-hmm.
energy is through the roof.
Thank you.
Like you are so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
And I can feel it just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so with your I know you have an amazing adoptive family who you love.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me in this moment, ambition is what?
I'm just. It's
After
what
everything you've been through.
I'm still. I will say disbelief. Disbelief.
Hmm.
In a way,
Explain.
I can't. But I will say this. I say disbelief because I cannot believe it that I don't think people understand. Like, if if they put my life, if you put it on a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
and you tell somebody what you think this person is going to become, they will tell you, oh, it's not looking well.
Yeah.
Every day I can't believe, like, I can't believe it that I'm here this way, this happy, loving life. Look, it's problems. I'm not gonna be like, oh my joint. It's problems, but compared to where I come from,
Talk about it.
I cannot believe it. I
Mm.
tell, like, Mano said, I look in the sky. He says, I look into the sky, and I tell God, I can't believe it. Mano is so right. Like, you just don't even know. Like, so I
Right.
live my life through a disbelief vision. Like, I'm so grateful and happy. You guys can't even explain to me. Even if, like you said, like, I was talking to my nephew, right? He was talking about money, talking about issues, and I said, it don't even matter because to me, the amount of money I'm making now or whatever I'm at, I'm so grateful to be here that we can complain.
Mm.
We can complain. I'm eating different restaurants and vacations in Miami and driving this car and just having fun.
Right.
When I was 8 and 10, there's a whole different viewpoint.
Trash bag from
Disbelief,
house to house.
house to house, everything.
Look at you
If you saw
now.
like the way you look, like you said, you looking at me, people couldn't even tell. Like, and
Mm-mm.
the way when I meet some of my family members, I meet some people that went through the same things and similar stories. My view of how I carry it and the way they carry it is totally different. And so I always have to just keep thanking God that I have the mindset that I have. I'm so grateful
For
for. So yeah.
sure. So, in closing, give a word to the foster kids that might hear this. What would you say to them?
Um, I would say this because I'm going in this direction as I get older. In the Bible, right? There's this guy named Gideon. I love this story. This angel comes to Gideon and says, "What, babe? Why are you looking like that?" My girlfriend looking at me. Um, angel comes to Gideon, almighty man of valor. Gideon is looking like, who you talking about? Because if you talking to me, I ain't strong. I'm the weakest in my clan. I'm the weakest. I'm the smallest. I don't know what you're talking about. You must be talking about somebody else. And I love this Bible story because this man, that ain't the angel came to him, told him what he was going to do, and the man was in disbelief because he didn't know his true power. An angel had to come to him and tell him. And so if I was a foster kid today, I'm here to tell you, as that little angel, you have
Mm.
no idea how much power you have inside of you. And you are going to do great things and live a great life if you choose to listen to what I'm saying. There is no way, and this goes for the entire community, that you would be adopted or in foster care or aged out and not be created to do something big and great and powerful. Why would you go through that just to sit on the log saying, "Oh, I'm so sad"? No, 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 no. Your story made you powerful. They talk about the diamond, how you need to go through the crushing, how you need to go through that heat. Anything that needs to be great has to go through some type of struggle. So as far as I'm concerned, they're adopted. We didn't go through something. No, 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 no. We were put through something to make us who we're going to become. They tell me all the time I was abandoned. I told my mom the other day, no, you got it confused. I was waiting for somebody to pick me up.